Alright, it's exciting days for you Mi 11X and Poco F3 users out there because a lot of MIUI custom ROMs are showing up, and that's what most of us want. The stability of a stock ROM and additional features that we would wish, or we were wishing that we had. Now once again we are talking about another version of MIUI SR. This is the latest Neon Edition, and again I know it's been out for a while, but then again I have been testing it for 2 to 3 days. I love the customization features, and there are good things and not so good things about this ROM that we will talk about. Stay tuned till the end of the video to get the complete information, but before that, if you haven't already, please subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Now first things first, let's see what this ROM has to offer, for which we will of course go to our trusty Telegram. Now this is MIUI Sr Neon Edition 13.0.7 CN, which means this is based on China, and there are a few things that I don't really like about Chinese ROMs, apart from they having a lot of features and we don't have it. That's a different story. But there are these prompts about chain command start and permission, this that. So the way the permission pop-ups appear on Chinese ROMs is something that I don't prefer, but that's okay, that's a personal choice. This of course is based on Android 12, released on the 2nd of October 2022, and it is 3.2 gigabytes. Now because this is a MIUI ROM, it is a straightforward flash. You have to be decrypted and just flash it from TWRP and you should be good to go. So let's see what we have here. If we talk about the changelog, usually the changelog in MIUI based customs is really long. So I'll just scroll through it, because if I read through it, this video will be 20 minutes long and I don't want to bore you guys, right? Now talking about the changelog, the MIUI Sr Neon Edition fixed. It comes in two versions, that is performance and balanced. So I'm using the performance version. I'll tell you how the performance is, but let me tell you the changelog is so big on this one. And it's not a matter of joke. Actually, I really appreciate the amount of efforts the developer has put into customizing this ROM, and it really shows in the ROM overall. So the moment you boot into the home screen, you will see that you have a very standard MIUI layout. The moment you pull down, you will see that you are on a custom ROM, because let's face it, you have different colored quick tiles and status bar icons. Now to the left, ideally you should have your app vault, but sometimes it doesn't work. So you have to turn it off and then turn it on, disable global app vault, wow. And you would have the app vault. Now, the good thing about these ROMs based on Chinese versions is that you get full MIUI 13 widget support, which in my opinion is a really good thing. So as you can see, because I'm using the Chinese app vault, I'm getting Chinese widgets. And if I actually go to settings over here and enable the global app vault, you will get English widgets, which is something that they've worked really well on. As you can see, the widgets are now in English. So MIUI 13 widgets is something I have come to like over the years, at least in Chinese ROMs, and this is really smooth. So I really hope Xiaomi can bring it to the global market soon. If we talk about customization, you do have your molten glass wallpapers, crystallization wallpapers. You do have your super wallpapers, which you cannot update for some reason. That's not a big deal, but still. So yeah, you probably cannot update, but that's okay. It's old now. So if you go to settings of the launcher, you do have a ton of customization, and that is not where the customization on this ROM stops. Now, majority of this video is going to be about customization, because that's what this ROM specializes in. Now, most of the options that you see over here will be very similar, but then you have enabled dock, you have enabled, animation speed that you can control, folder blur, recents blur, folder columns, hide widgets, name is a separate option over here, one line signature, I don't know what that is. But yeah, the amount of customization that you have in this launcher is great. One thing that I miss though is my trusty Google feed. I cannot find a way to get it to work. That option is not present, so probably because it is a Chinese ROM and they don't use Google services, that's the reason it's not there. Team SR, if you're listening, please add Google Feed, because you have a wonderful ROM otherwise. Now, surprisingly, they've got Monet to work on these custom ROMs, which in my opinion is a great deal, because as you can see, you have this sort of a blue accent over here. And let's say we change the wallpaper to something that is green. And let's download. We have a fast connection, right? Yeah. So download and apply both. Let's go ahead and apply it. Okay, now let's go to message again. Okay, so let's go to the dialer. Okay, so most of the times Monet is working and doing a decent job. It's not exactly that smooth and fluent as stock AOSP ROMs, but I'm pretty sure by Android 14 it will be working on a lot of custom ROMs as well, including MIUI custom ROMs. So as you can see, you get the Leica camera over here. You get a document mode. This is a China ROM, so full-blown Chinese camera with this, document protection shield stuff. That means you can watermark your documents and stuff, and a lot of other options like sticker avatars and stuff. So camera clarity is fine. There is no major change in the camera clarity. Now let's dive into quick tiles over here. Now as you can see, you have all the quick tiles including NFC. So if you go to edit quick tiles, you will see that there's not much that is available over here. You have this MI Smart Hub thing, which is not really useful for Indian or global users. Now apart from this, if you go to the recents menu, you will see that you have different styles of recents and the user interface is very, very smooth. So that in my opinion is a good thing, right? And you can actually use floating windows as well. As you can see, a lot of apps can be used in floating windows and you can go ahead and close them from here as well. RAM usage can be shown in the recents menu, which in my opinion is a good thing. Now let's quickly go to settings over here and let's go to my device. As you can see, this menu is customized as well. It looks different, 6 plus 2 GB. If you go to all specifications, you will see that you have the latest August security update. September, October is not there. So it is sort of an old update, but that's fine. That's how it is with MIUI. Now, the king over here is MIUI customization. Now, trust me, if I start talking about it, the video can go on for like another 10 minutes from now. Now, Monet system apps, you can choose if you want conic. I don't know what conic means, but it is enabled like this. And yeah, let's go to the, okay. So conic, I think it means original. Yeah, let's go here. Inactive and Monet. Let's enable Monet over here. And let's see here. It takes time, MIUI, Xiaomi have not done it, these developers are doing it, so it's a little glitchy. It's going to restart the UI twice or thrice. Okay, so yeah, Monet does work, but it's not as accurate as AOSP, but that's fine. Now moving on, you have MIUI 13 stock control, Monet on control center. You can disable it and you will have the normal control center. And then you have show player, smart hub, control center mods. There's a lot of mods, big tiles, toggles customization, MIUI 13 big tiles, launcher customization. As you can see, miscellaneous other useful modifications. You have enable VPN as well. Wow. And pulse settings as well. Now, I can go all day about these customization options, but this is something I would recommend you try. It's a hit and miss as to what you want to use and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Now, that's everything about the customization. Apart from that, it is your, bone stock China MIUI face unlock and fingerprint unlock is working fine. Now let's quickly talk about the performance, and I did try gaming on it. I did not get 90 FPS in Call of Duty Mobile and neither did I get higher FPS in Apex Mobile, but the gaming experience was on point. And if you look at the Antutu benchmark numbers, it's pretty close to what you would score on a stock ROM. It's not, extremely high like 700,000. The temperature did increase by 9.3 degrees Celsius. So the benchmark numbers might not be the best, but trust me, on 60 FPS, the gaming on this ROM is splendid. Now, if we then further go to gallery, you then get the latest gallery application available over here as well, which gives you, the latest editing features. And what I want to show you in gallery actually here is the performance of CPU throttling. So let's quickly agree over here. Okay, so it's green all across, 91% throttling and average score of 250 to 877. So because this is a performance mode ROM, it's doing a pretty decent job. Even if you go to Geekbench, which I have tried. So let's actually go to Geekbench here. 981 single core and 3273 multi-core. So pretty rock solid performance, pretty good battery life, 4 to 5 hours of screen on time is not bad. Overall, if you're not gaming a lot, you can get more than 6 hours. I tried gaming for 1.5 hours, so I got 4.5 to 5 hours. Even if you go to the battery section over here, as you can see, bam. The battery life is pretty decent. We've had around 1 hour and 15 minutes of screen on time already, and even now we have 78% battery. Charging speeds are rock solid, so nothing to worry there because 33-watt charger works just fine. You do get Play Store certification, so that is a good thing on a Chinese ROM. As you can see, device certified, wideband L1 present, and SE Linux is enforcing as well. So all in all, MIUI SR Neon Edition is again, one of the better custom ROMs. It's very similar to some other custom ROMs, but you have a ton of customization. And I think by the time MIUI 14 with Android 13 is out, all of these ROMs will be much more smoother as well. The highlight is it comes with MIUI dialer and MIUI messaging, so you don't have to worry about that call recording warning. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this video. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.